Yesterday, we spoke about 5 things pregnancy takes away from you, where we mentioned your body, your comfort, your appetite, and delight. So, today, on the other hand, we're going to talk about 5 things pregnancy gives to you. All right, the first one is hope. The moment you get pregnant, you're already hopeful that that pregnancy ends in praise. Yeah, that's the popular slogan they use. We pray it ends in praise. We pray it gets to term. So you're always hopeful. So all of those inconveniences you're able to endure is actually because you're hopeful that it will lead to an exciting end. So basically, it just gives you that hope of meeting or finally getting to meet someone that you had already begun to love. Like, so I'm finally going to meet this little creature that has been kicking inside of me. And then you just keep going even when the days get tough. The second thing pregnancy gives to you is a sense of purpose. You get this deeper understanding that your life is no longer yours. You're living your life practically for that cute little small being that is about to change your life forever. And the reason you're adjusting to all of those things is because of the knowledge of the fact that someone is growing inside of you that you would get to be connected with forever. Like your lives automatically be connected forever. So you see, when they say the bond between a mother and a child cannot be explained, I tell you, that bond didn't start the day the child was birthed. It started from the day the mother realized or felt a sensation around being pregnant. The third thing pregnancy gives to you is strength. So honestly, I didn't think I could go on with my pregnancy. Sure, I didn't know that I had the level of strength I exhibited in pregnancy. I used to think I was this very soft girl, very, fragile and all. But honestly, in pregnancy, I exhibited a level of strength that I cannot even explain. Yes, there were times I was very weak. I was really, really down. All right. Those times I was admitted in the hospital. Those times I had to be in the hospital for a month and all. All right. So, but for something to be able to get me on the hospital bed, just know that it took a whole lot from me. I'm not the type to go to the hospital for anything at all. Remember, I told you I'm very scared of needles. Hence, I remember I told you at a point I was one telling the doctor, no, put it here, the vein is here. No, this vein is stronger. No, this is this is that. So something that could actually get me to that level just meant I had endured much more. And then aside that, even I told you there were days I didn't feel like going to the office. I didn't have the strength to, but I had to because I didn't want to call in sick. There were days I had to throw up on my way to the hospital. In short, for every time I went to the hospital, to be honest with you, I threw up in the bus. Right, I threw up in the bus, but I just knew I needed to. And even when it got difficult at the 7th month, I still was pushing and pushing. And you need to see me doing exercises. It was difficult, but I was still pushing. So I was just exposed to a level of strength I never knew that I had. If someone had told me, baby girl, you're going to handle this pregnancy as a pro, I would have argued it, but to an extent, I gave myself my flowers. I did pretty well. So the truth is, pregnancy would usher you into a level of strength that you yourself wouldn't know you have. So the strength we're talking about is not just physically. Pregnancy takes a whole turn on your emotional stability. So the strength goes both physically, both emotionally, both psychologically. So I always tell people before you get pregnant, yeah, think about it, think it through. So that's the reason for this 30 days challenge, for you to actually have an idea on the things that you get to experience in pregnancy, so you can at least be prepared, because they never told us. So this would actually help prepare you so you don't meet any surprises along the way. The fourth thing pregnancy brings your way basically is anticipation. You see every scan, you would anticipate every scan. You see baby kicks, that's the one that melts the heart the most. You will anticipate every baby kick, right? You anticipate everything. If your baby doesn't move, oh, it's an issue. You get overwhelmed. We'll talk about that subsequently, but you anticipate the scans, you anticipate the cakes, you anticipate getting see, you just find yourself getting things. The anticipation cannot be contained. I don't know. I just wish I had the right words to actually describe that level of anticipation. But you know, when you're anticipating something, okay, let's say you have a family abroad, and then that family member tells you they're coming back. You know and how your anticipation builds up, expecting that person. It's the same thing. You knowing that so person is growing inside of me. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to hold you. I can't wait to hug, to kiss, to the anticipation is overwhelming, I must say. The final thing that is the height of it all is love, right? So love now. Okay, so it's actually two ways. It attracts love from people, and it also there's this love you feel. There's this love you feel towards a being you've never seen, but somehow you know that this person is mine. You've not seen the person yet, so already know this baby is mine. This person is mine. It's a mini me. So it's a love that cannot be explained. Trust me, from day one. You want to protect the child, you want to care for the child, you want to provide for the child, you want to do everything for the child, you want to love on the child. And that's why when mothers see their babies, or when you see a woman with her child, she's always all kisses, all hugs, all cuddly with the baby. That's because you cannot explain that love. Just like I said, the bond between a child and a mother really cannot be explained. You know, there was a time I used to, my mom loves my brother too much, a little too much. But I think I realize now, like the bond between I and my baby, I don't think I can trade that for anything. It's a bond that has come to stay. So in pregnancy, my dear, that love, you can't even explain it. Sometimes you feel you're doing too much. People might even think you're doing too much, but truthfully, you are not. You are not. It's an excitement that cannot be contained. All right, so these are the 5 things pregnancy gives you. I think we should still talk about other things pregnancy gives you, because I didn't really talk about things that it gives you or it attracts to you from the outside. I think in my next video, I'll talk about it. But if you're not yet a subscriber, please tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you can get notified when a video drops on this channel. My name is Nan Klein, and this is where we keep it real.